Come on, peeps. What are you waiting for? Like, share, subscribe to the 3 Pointers. And we are live. We are back, man. 3 Pointers TV. Myself, the Teez. I'm here in the studio, man, with the one like the Dubz. Big up to everybody that's been sort of checking out our TikTok. We've got our TikTok page going. We've got to work on the Instagram, but all of that stuff. Let's just get straight into it. Obviously, Arsenal had to go to Craven Cottage today. End result, as you all know, Arsenal lost the game 2-1. Dubz, first of all, how are you feeling today, bro? Nice to see you, man. New Year's Eve and all of that stuff. You getting ready for the
New Year's Eve? Yeah, New Year's Eve, man. You know, hey, I'm all right, first and foremost. I'm all right. But the boys, man, let us down again. Let us down again, man. And watching that, oh, mate, you know, it was hard work. It was hard work at best of times, you know.
We started off well, though, didn't we? Like, we got the early goal that we needed. I think as far as I'm concerned, look, going into the game, we knew what we had to do. We knew that if we win the game, we go top.
Did we though? Did we know what we had to do, mate? Are you sure?
Well, I'm sure they did. I'm sure they did. You go.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Look, we saw the table. If Arsenal win, we're back on top of the table. Then it puts Liverpool under pressure because they are coming against Newcastle tomorrow, New Year's Day.
Yeah.
So it puts Liverpool under pressure, and that's the whole point. You know, if you want to stay up there and you want to be in contention, that's what you
Let
have
me
to
just roll the dice quickly. Was last season a fluke?
I'm scratching my head now. Boy. I think it's early. I think it's too early to say. It's too
early to say.
Marty, just hold up a second, Marty. Yeah. It's a bit too early to say. Welcome along, Marty. By the way.
Easy,
Dubz,
man. Where are you in? Where are you? You in a police car? Where's that? You in a car?
Marty.
I see red lights and flashing light. Listen.
Yeah, he's got into a few. He's got into a few fights at Craven Cottage.
Jesus. But Marty, just quickly, I was just saying to Teez, was last season a fluke?
Was last season a fluke? No, it wasn't a fluke.
So, we've played what? We've played 20 games this season. We're mid-season. Yeah?
Sorry, mate. I've got a blue
We've got
up in here.
Sorry, you're quite low as well. Can you get the phone closer? Or is... Yeah, I can hear you. Just, we might have to turn it up or talk up.
Sorry,
That's all right. I see you in the car. So.
There you go.
But what I was saying, I was just saying to...
I'm just in the cab on the way back and I've just plugged in for a bit of charge and I've hooked straight up to his system. That's why he couldn't hear me, because I was in there and he was like, who's this? Who's this not talking about? Yeah.
Good. Hopefully the Arsenal fan. Big up yourself, my man. But no, I was just saying though, because listen, we've got 18 games left. I'm going straight in. 18 games left. Notoriously, to win the league, you've probably got to win what? 27 games, 30 games?
Well, you can't lose more than 5.
6.
6. Okay, 6. Well, we've
notoriously it's been between 6 and 4.
Yeah, so I think we've lost 4, right?
We've lost 4. So then the question is,
and the question, we've lost to, the teams we've lost to, no disrespect to them, but going away to Fulham last season, at half time we were 3-0 up and it was like a training ground.
100%.
Today we didn't deserve to win, and I'm glad we lost.
No. What pisses me off even more, Leno, Iwobi, and
William,
the other guy, William. They started for it. But they would turn up though. That's what you'd expect that from them, because they're ex-players. That's what you'd expect from any individual that's left you 1 season, 2 seasons ago. He's going to turn up. Of course he is.
Well,
but let's not forget as well. Let's not forget. Yeah, but guys, let's not forget that Fulham are coming on the back of 3 consecutive defeats.
Yeah, and
Yeah, 100%. I understand that, and don't get me wrong. Fulham beat West Ham 5-0, Sheffield United 5-0, but we beat Sheffield
yeah,
United 5-0. Now, there's no way for me. All credit to Fulham. They played really well. They took their chances where they had to take them, and they did what they had to do, and they nullified us. But to an extent where they understood that our problem is that we haven't got anything different in an option. When you're bringing on, we brought on Trossard, we took off Martinelli, and you bring on Jesus. I mean, it's not that much different to what we had up there with.
no, like for like.
You're taking off Martinelli. It's a bit of a like for like. Our problem at the moment, if I'm honest with you, is that we can't change the style of play. Now, all the top
No.
teams will find a way to win. And when you're winning
Yeah.
championships, you will find a way to win. And we didn't find that way. And, for the last game and for this game, we haven't been able to find a way. And I think, if that result is not enough to know that we need to go and buy a sort of, okay, obviously the name being bandied around is not Lewandowski, is Tony, and then obviously there's Solanke that's been bought into it from Bournemouth. But it's that Lewandowski, that Alan Shearer, that Thierry Henry, that sort of character, that guy that's going to get you 25, 30 goals a season, which we just do not have. And that's the truth. Jesus self-admittedly, he's not an out-and-out
doesn't
striker,
score.
not a goal scorer. You can put him on the left, you can put him on the right, and is he that, you can put him through the middle. Of course you can. He's versatile like that. But we haven't got that. When you get to 60 minutes, you think, we're not going to get through this lot. We need to change a style of play. Again, crosses went into the box, and there's not the right sort of personnel. I watched Juventus last night against Roma, and they had Vlahovic, and he was, he's absolutely ideal for what we need, the way he sort of walks around. But when it gets live,
made it clear, Martin.
and the goal that Juventus, obviously they play a different style of football where they're looking to win 1-0, and that sort of Italian strength at the back and not scoring 4 or 5 goals. But
so why didn't Arsenal do that today then, Marty?
Very quickly when he needs to get involved. And if you see the goal, if you watch it that he played, it was a sexy little flick that he played on, and then the ball's in the back of the net. Now we're missing that sort of personnel.
Yeah, but Marty, let me just jump in there, Marty, mate. Let me just jump in. We've been, since Arteta's got here, we've been missing him.
Yeah.
It's his 4th season.
Yeah.
He's just come out. I've just heard his press conference 20 minutes ago. We're not buying anyone. January, we're not active in January. These were his words. Whether he does or doesn't, it still remains to be seen. But he's not. That's what he said. He's given Ketia a contract. He's obviously got Jesus, and he's brought Havertz in. So he's made it very clear what he's doing. So with what you're saying, it's saying that's fantastic, and that's what we've needed. Last season, you said it weren't a fluke. I don't think it was a fluke. I think that was our football. I think that's how his style is. I think that's what he wants the boys to do week in, week out. For whatever reason, recent games, we haven't really been doing it. Since the start of the season, we haven't really been doing it. We've been a little bit more assured. We've got Declan in. He's assured us up. We haven't let in as much. I think we've scored or let in the least up until now, recently. So we're doing something right. We are doing something right. But I can only go on stats. I know the stats ain't really what you go on. I know it's not the one. But if we're looking at being champ, so basically because I don't mind being a good team and saying, yeah, we're a good team. We're going to be up there or thereabouts, top 4. And that's where you want to be anyway. Any team in the Prem, that's where you want to be. But I think the whole conversation is, winning it. Are we going to win it? Are we good enough to win it? Are we good enough to win it?
Not on those sorts of performances.
Nah.
Don't get me wrong, Man City, they've won it in recent years, and they've done a similar sort of thing where they've buckled a little bit at this time of year, but then they've pulled it on at the back end of the season.
Yeah, but they've consistently won between 26 and 30 games. That's what they've consistently did. That's what they've done. They've drawn the 4, the 5s, and lost between 1 and 6.
When I watched that today, we didn't deserve it. It was very lackluster. He changed, obviously.
He put Tomiyasu on, didn't he?
And tried to do something, but then Kawar got hooked.
Kivio was terrible.
For Tomiyasu. and it was just very lackluster. I think with the
There was
Havertz
there was
situation,
one spell where I was annoyed about Kai Havertz when he done a great turn and then Martinelli was bombing it down on the left hand side, and I just thought, Kai, just put him through, just
yeah,
put him
but
through.
also I think
And
if
it's
I'm
just
honest
like
with
he
you,
didn't have
if you're going
confidence
to
to
play
do
Kai
that.
Havertz in that position, he's not that position. What he should have done personally when he brought Jesus on, or no, brought Jesus on, he should have put Kai Havertz into that position, that number 9 position, and he didn't. He was still deep in midfield, which we needed to change the game. We needed that focal point, that focal striker, which we didn't have, and that's it. The killer instinct and the bite, which we're completely lacking. And for
Listen,
that goal that Saka
listen,
scored,
listen.
I mean, that was put on a plate for him, and it literally fell to his lap. And all credit to Fulham, where they came from a goal behind, you go 1-0 down after your run of play against your recent performances against Burnley, and I can't remember who the other
What was
team
that about?
played. And then obviously they went behind, and then
He
they
did.
come on and got the win, and they deserved it. And at the end, we didn't look like scoring, and we haven't, and we were very lucky that wasn't another 2-0 defeat.
Yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
we're lucky we didn't get a third. What's his name? Hit the crossbar, didn't he?
Well,
yeah.
there
And a free
is that.
kick.
Well, there is that. I mean, these things happen. I mean, obviously against West Ham, the third could have been the penalty. I don't think we deserved a 3-0 defeat. We definitely deserved the 2 or the 1. And we were lucky. We were lucky with scoring that goal, and that's the truth. It's just not. It's just not good. If you want to win Premier Leagues, that performance I saw again, Declan Rice, he wasn't at the races. He wasn't
He
at the
had a bit
races
of a
last week,
stinker today again.
against West Ham, and he wasn't at the races
No, he
today.
looks a bit leggy for me. I
He
think
was
he
very
looks a
leggy.
bit leggy for me. I was saying it on the channel earlier. He's played every game, most games all season. We're a high pressing team. We play with all that, energy. We move the ball about. He's a bit leggy. He needs to come off. Where's Partey? Where's Jorginho?
Yeah, this is it.
Give the guy a break. Do you know what I mean? Bring him on with 40 minutes to go. Bring him on when we're 2-0 up, or the game's a bit interesting. Bring him on to bring something different. But you're playing him, which is fine. That's what you bought him for. But we haven't even got a replacement for him. He's like, that's it now. Declan or no one.
Well, listen, at the end of the day, we need to, give credit to Fulham where it's due. At the end of the day,
no.
Robinson had Saka for lunch. Tom Kearney, he had a good game as well.
Kivio.
Tom Kearney, I think he got man of the match as
Tom
well.
Kearney, yeah.
Paulina, that tackle against Saka and he celebrated.
Yeah, but that tells you though. If he's celebrating, that tells you everything.
Hey guys,
I mean, that was a great tackle because the tackle was on goal, mate.
Saliba. They do exactly the same thing with Paulinho.
Yeah. They sang it. They chanted, Paulinho.
They've done it a few times. I was trying to work out which player, but it's Paulinho. And
we can't be blindsided.
You take that sort of player away from them, and they're a different outfit. But also at the same time, I noticed. I said this to people in there. I said Willian, Leno, and Iwobi. Even though Iwobi got hooked after about 70 minutes or something like that, they all turned up, and maybe the pressure of playing at Arsenal is massive. But
No. Hold on.
If you're not good enough, you're not good enough. And there is always going to be that pressure, because there's a difference between playing teams like Fulham. Fulham are expecting to stay up and stay in the Premier League.
Yeah, but
Arsenal are expecting to win the competition.
Just 1 second, Mike, quickly. We came so close last season. It's not a new squad. They've been around. Reece Nelson, Jorginho's. We've got Rice in there now. Odegaard, Martinelli, Saka. You could argue Saliba. Ramsdale. We're new. They're the new boys, if you like. If you want to look at Ben White's been playing for a while. He's been at Brighton. But what I'm saying is that we came so close last season. So they're learning. They learned something. I would like to think they took that on board, and I'm guessing all summer Arteta's calling them. Listen, don't go anywhere. Remember what happened? Yeah, pause. This is this season, though. We're in this season. We put ourselves in a good position. We're not way off. We've got what we got. We've got 40 points. Liverpool on 42. They play tomorrow. They've got Newcastle, so you know they could draw. Tottenham are right behind us now, 39. Blah blah blah. So we put ourselves in that position. So we're not far off. But it's games like that, and you look at the performance, and you say, well, where is the passage of play? What was their like since when we scored in the first 5? After that, it's like they said, "Oh, we'll win 1-0. We'll do it. We'll win this. Should be all right."
Yeah.
And then Fulham just turn it up as clubs like Fulham do. No disrespect, just turn it up a notch.
Yeah.
The crowd gets involved. It starts raining, and then that's it. We look like we're going to lose. We look like we're going to lose, and so it proved.
Yeah, I think it's funny that you mentioned that, Dubs, because looking at the performances from last season to this season, if you look at Arteta's record, it's quite phenomenal because they've been very consistent. We've been on top of the league twice, at Christmas, which is good. And maybe this is a wake-up call. Maybe it's come at the right time. Maybe this is the time where we need to sort of kick up the arse now. It's like, okay, this is running away from us, and it's given them something to work with now, going into the sort of last stages of the season. Because obviously, if you're up there, the pressure's on you to stay up there until May. Whereas now, being in the position where we are, we've still got something to fight for. Okay, yeah, if we lose another game or two, then yeah, you could say
This is why I started with that stat.
out of the league. But the way the league's going, if you really look at the table carefully and look at Tottenham, like they're starting to creep back up in it again. We can see Aston Villa, they're going to drop points. Liverpool could potentially drop points tomorrow against Newcastle. And then obviously there's Man City. They've not been in the best shape. So look, let's just
the issue I have with that
be patient a little bit, and let's just see how.
Yeah, but what we do, because there could be a lot of fans watching this and think, listen, you guys are chatting breeze. They were never going to win it. What are you talking about? But I'm just looking at the narrative that we are going to win it, and why not? Why not? Arteta said he wants to do that. That's what he wants to do. That's why he's there. That's why he's been given the 100 mils. That's why he's immersive, and he's done. Largely, he's played well because we are where we are. But if you look at it, we know holistically, we know City can go on a run at any time. We know they can. And we know Liverpool can because they've done it. Liverpool got 91 points one season or whatever it was and lost the league. So we know they can do it. They've pretty much got the same team. They've obviously Klopp's had to tinker here and there, but that's the squad. So we know they're looking at this half of the season and they've done it. They've done it. They've been there. They've performed. We haven't. And going into it, we're looking, we can't even put in a good performance New Year's Eve against Fulham. Like, I'm like, well, hold on a minute. What's he going to take? What is it you're waiting for? What are we going to do? So we got, 18 games to go, 18 games, and we've got to win 15. We've got to win 15 of them. Big ask.
I just think personally, if he's not prepared to change anything, I think we're definitely not going to win it this year. Liverpool. I think it's going to be that season where Liverpool run in and nick it. Tottenham, I'm not too worried about them. I never would be. They're never going to win the league, probably as long as.
No, I'm not worried about them. They're not going to win.
I'm not worried about that. Aston Villa, I don't think that's a.
No,
Liverpool,
I don't think they win it either. No.
And listen, Liverpool know how to do it. That's the thing. Liverpool know how to do it.
And City.
You know, and I think.
When you say Liverpool, you mean Klopp? Klopp knows how to do it.
Well, it's that. Yeah, but that's his squad.
Listen, Liverpool don't underestimate Liverpool Football Club. Know how to do it, full stop. Like Arsenal Football Club do know how to do it, but they just haven't done it for so many years. Don't forget also, Liverpool went through a similar transition many years ago, and it took them 21 or 22 years to win the Premier League again. But they had one.
Look at the season when it was where they were one game away. They were one game away from actually doing it, and obviously
Gerrard slipped up a little bit. You know, and
well,
these things happen.
That one as well.
Yeah, I mean, let's not forget that. But I mean, listen. At the end of the day, I think you can't. Fulham needed that. Fulham needed that result. But if you look at the difference from this time last year when we went to Fulham and we had that training ground exercise for the first 45 minutes, we were 3-0 up, and that, if I'm honest with you, that it was that result that kick-started the complacency, and then we went on to basically lose the Premier League, because then I think afterwards we had the game against West Ham, we went 2-0 up, and then we drew, and the game against Liverpool we had 2-0 up, and then we drew, and this I'm hoping this result here is going to kick-start us. You know, we've got the FA Cup against Liverpool. If we get dumped out of that, then the only two things we've got on the plate are the Premier League and the Champions League. Now, we're certainly not going to win a Champions League, I don't think, personally, playing that one-dimensional style of football where there's no other options. You know, that's for me is the dangerous thing, where there's no other real option. You know, you play Kai Havertz in a slightly different role. He can be played in all sorts of roles at the front, but I'm not seeing that. For me, it was a very dishevelled performance. He brings on Tommy Asu instead of Kawar, at half time, and the subs. Again, Trossard didn't do anything for me. Reece Nelson didn't do anything for me, nor did anyone. Odegaard certainly not putting in captain's performances. Declan Rice didn't show up today. Saka was ineffective. The goal he scored, okay, he got the score sheet, but I think, again, I always say, I think my daughter could have scored that. It was put on a plate to him, and it was something you could not put in the back of the net. We don't look like, even today we didn't create the chances today, which we did against West Ham. There were very little chances. Now, we went against West Ham, I think all in all we had 38 chances. Like, was it 38 off target and 30? 8 on target and 30 off target. Today, I don't know. I haven't seen the stats, but I don't think we had many at all. I think maybe 10 if I was embellishing it.
Well, what I do know is when we scored, we only had 1 shot on target, mate.
Well, there you go. And that was it. So how many shots on target did we have today, and how many shots off target? Do you know?
All in all, hold on, I can have a quick look. Give me a second. You carry on. I'll get the stats.
Well, listen. All I'm saying is 8 points dropped now, isn't it? So we would have been sitting on 48 points. Liverpool would have been they would have been sitting on about 39 points. Oh shit! I don't know what Liverpool. Fuck Liverpool anyway. All I know is that we dropped 8 points, mate. So we would have sit comfortably on top of the league had we won those games, So won the game against West Ham.
I think definitely.
Obviously,
so what we today we probably had 8 chances. Now, the championship winning teams, if they've got 8 chances, they'll take 1 or 2 of them, and that's how you win championships. Let alone when you get into 30, 38. It's ridiculous, and that's our problem. He's not doing the business and not finishing it up.
Yeah. All right. Where is it?
Anyway, well, are we going to win the league?
No.
Yeah. Marty said it.
Not on that. No, not on them performances. Do you know what? It was disappointing, lackluster. It was ineffective and impotent. And I just can't. Champions just can't justify performances like that.
That's right. And when you look at the West Ham game, we had was it 40 shots, 38 shots or something?
38 chances, I think.
And what was on target? 8 or something?
8 on target, 30 off.
Yeah. And today we had 13 shots.
Yeah.
And 3 on target.
Mate, and if you can't convert, I mean, one of them literally bounced off Saka. If you can't,
he had no choice, and he almost missed, by the way.
If you can't convert 2 of those, 2 more of those, you're in trouble. There's a finishing problem. There's a sticking it in the back of the net. You can create all the chances in the world. If teams aren't fearing you, I mean, that's the thing about a team like Man City or Liverpool. They might not have any chances, and they'll get to the back end of the game, and they'll get a chance, and they'll take it.
Look,
I think
Fulham had 15 chances.
to drop Ramsdale's kind of cost us a little bit.
Fulham had 15 shots.
Yep.
And they only had 4 on target.
There you go.
And that's the difference.
Look,
Because if I get West Ham stats in front of me now, I bet it's similar. They never had a lot, but they took them. And that's what happens in the Premier League. You've got to take your chances. All good teams know how to get it over the line. And we seem at this stage to be struggling to do that. If we're not going to get it over the line, if we're not going to take the chances, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. You know what I mean? Because, as we said, they've not had a lot themselves for them. They didn't wipe us. They didn't throw us under the carpet. They didn't destroy us. We had our chances. We were definitely in the game. What we can see, and we've been seeing it for, well, I think the last time we came 5th, we saw it. We need a striker.
Yeah, but guys, come on.
Do you know what I mean?
Let's not forget, like I said before, let's just not forget that, you know, the league is pretty tight this season. Very tight. We haven't seen it tight.
West Ham had six shots and 3 on target, man. But of course the league is tough. The league is tough.
It's tight. The league is tight.
It's the Premier League.
It's the best league in the world.
It's tight. I didn't say it's tough. I said it's tight. The league.
Yeah, but Teez, we're going into the second half of the season. If City win 16 games, they've won the league. Then that's what you're saying.
No, Man City. I can't see Man
City.
But
they've done it consistently. This is what they've done. I'm not making this up. They've done that consistently anyway. Liverpool have done it over seasons. So that's what it's going to need. That's what it's going to take to get anywhere, to win that league or to be close or to be in contention. You've got to win. There's 18 left. You've got to win 15 of them now. You put yourself in the top 4, which is where we are. And this is it. This is the running. And that's how we started it with today's result.
And obviously, Marty said that that's definitely not going to happen with Arsenal.
Bro, is that what we're saying? I hope not. I hope the boys can surprise me. I'm here to be surprised.
I mean, I'm close to ruling them out. Listen, if we lose one more game and then
well, there you go.
I'm not.
There you go.
I think our next Premier League game,
one more game. You lose one more game.
It's home to Palace. It's home to Palace, and if we don't win that, it's done.
Yeah,
there you go.
100%. I agree.
There you go.
So
there you have it.
That's the team that we beat, I think, 4-1 last season.
Sorry, Martin?
Well, but you know,
I think that's the team at Palace. We beat them 4-1, I think, last season at home. And if we don't beat them at home, you know,
remember, you know,
we're done.
You're forgetting. It's not Vieira. It's not Patrick Vieira in charge, mate. It's Roy Hodgson. So, what are the chances of beating him, mate? When he's up against Arsenal, it's like he knows our pattern of play. Everything is, and look what they did against Liverpool as well. Well, they didn't do anything against Liverpool. They were actually lucky not to. Well, Liverpool are lucky not to lose that game. Crystal Palace should have won that game, really.
Guys,
it's a nice.
Short anyway, I've got to
my
battery's literally about to die. All right.
It's a nice early kick-off Saturday, Martin.
By the way, big shout to Fulham FC and their hospitality. I just had that with Honey, and it was absolutely awesome. Tomorrow, I'm going to be uploading the video, the match day vlog of the hospitality and the whole experience. I've got everything, how the food was laid out, absolutely everything. It's going to be a good watch and definitely worth watching. I've got a load of the game. We had brilliant seats, front row, in a box. It was absolutely phenomenal. It was a really good day and laid on really well by Fulham. And a big respect to Fulham. What a classy club. The staff are amazing. The facilities are amazing. And the ground is very unique. It's got I don't know if you know this, but it's got the oldest oldest stand and the newest stand in the Premier League. Part of their stand is a Grade 2 listed building. It's half of it's wooden and the other half is new. It's fantastic. And I'm going to show a lot of that, obviously, on this match day vlog, which will be out tomorrow. Will be live by 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. GMT. So watch out for that. This is
Brilliant.
going to be a banger.
Love that. Love that. Brilliant.
Big up yourself.
Brilliant,
Big
brother.
up Teez. Big up Dubz. Thanks for having us. It's
Brilliant,
been a
bro.
pleasure as always, but I'm out of here.
Brilliant. I'll see you on the 20th, mate. 20th of Jan.
I'll speak to you shortly. When I get home and
Nice
I
early
charge my
kickoff.
phone, I'll give you a shout.
Brilliant, bro.
Bye.
Brilliant.
Bye.
In a bit. There you have it, Teez. There you have it, mate. I think we all came to the conclusion that it's done. And I don't like it.
You might as well end the channel, mate.
Yeah. Is it end the stream? Who we gonna say? End the stream, Deborah. No, but in all fairness, I think there's still a chance. You said the league's tough this season. It is tough. Look at it, it's squeezed up there. No one's done anything. And who knows what's going to happen in the second half of the season. Everyone's played 20. Liverpool play tomorrow. We don't play again. I think FA Cup's in there somewhere. So we don't play again until the 20th.
If Liverpool lose tomorrow, does that keep us in the
You
running?
know, no, it's not. It's, you know what it is? I'm not really bothered about the others. I want to look at us. And when I see those performances, Saka's dyed his hair, bro. I'm like, when the last time I dyed my hair, I was flying, bro. I was on this thing. Do you know what I mean? So it's not about them. It's about what we're doing. Yeah. And that's when I look at that performance, I'm saying, well, and that's the thing, even if we do turn it on, and we do have a little bit of last season in us, the first half anyway, I know that we've got that game back in us. That's what's annoying. That's what's annoying. That's in us.
I think what I'm thinking about is I think Arsenal just need to be patient. I felt like there was a bit too much urgency, unnecessary urgency, where if you remember, you know, Fulham's goal, they caught us on the break. Do you understand? And I'm just thinking, if you look at previous games and how we got to where we were going, it was actually because of our build-up play and how patient we were, and we was controlling the game. And that was what Arteta was always probing into our squad or into the team, is that he wanted us to always have possession of the ball and control games. And if you look at last season, like, look at that performance against Bournemouth. You know what I mean? Like, we controlled that game. The performance when we had to go to Shite Hart Lane, again, we controlled the game. And I'm seeing that with this game against Fulham and even West Ham, I just don't think we were patient enough. I just don't think. I'm starting to really deep it and think about it. I think, well, really, it just seemed like we was all over the place. Kind of reminds me of when we was at Old Trafford. We played at Old Trafford last season, and I remember that goal that Martinelli scored, and it was obviously what's his name was given a foul against Odegaard, Eriksson, and then I remember after that, all right, I think Man United, obviously they won the game 3-1, but I remember that game when Arteta was throwing the kitchen sink, and when that happened, we were just all over the place. And I just felt like in these last two performances, it's been pretty much the same. It's been sort of like unnecessary. It's like it's a cup game. Why are we playing it like it's a cup game? Do you know what I mean? Just be patient, play the ball around, control the game, dominate, just break them down.
That's the thing, though, dude. You need with what you're saying. That's how we started. The intensity was there. Look at Raya, the way he threw that ball out straight to Magalhaes. Their player was over the slumped over the advertising board. That was their right back. Yeah, slumped over the advertising board. Raya was like,
sorry.
Yeah. Raya was like, I'll take that quickly. Martinelli was off 1-0. That was how we started. That intensity. We started with all of that. Playing the ball about.
We're gonna read out. We're gonna let that finish his point, and then.
Yeah, but what I was saying is that's how we looked. We were playing the ball about the first 5 minutes. That's what we did. After a while in the season, you need the players. A player or players need to be counted, bro. They're the ones who need to be counted, and the ones that we're either going to count and say, yeah, you've done well, or we're going to say you've underperformed. At the moment, we're in the season where we're saying Saka, Martinelli, and Nketiah to an extent you've underperformed. You've not hit the dizzy heights of last season. And whatever last season is, that's what it is. We were close. That's what last season is. They haven't done what they did last season. And then you look at the right back, left back, Zinni and Ben White. They've equally not lived up. But those 4 players they were the ones last season that kept us ticking. They kept us ticking over. They were the ones that were, listen, we were looking decent in parts last season. This season, it hasn't quite worked. And as Marty was saying, as we've been saying on the channel, we've not had a plan B. We've not been able to say, right, that's not working. Get a tall man in or get someone else.
All right. Do you think Saka is underperforming or is he getting cooked? Is he getting
He's
cooked?
dyed his hair, bro. That's all I know, bro.
He's dyed his hair.
dyed
He's
his
signed
hair.
a new contract.
He's living life. What else do you want me to say?
Well, this is it, isn't it? This is it. This
What
is
do you want me to say?
the beginning of
Like,
the.
I'm old school, innit?
Getting all the accolades and
Yeah,
which is
deserved. He deserves to be where he is.
Oh, no,
but
we're not talking about deserve, though, innit?
No, but when I say deserve, he's played really well. He's come through the ranks.
100%. But that's his job, innit? That's his job.
Right.
He's got to be like that. That's his job.
But my thing is can't he play on the left-hand side? Can't he go over there? Is there a problem? Is there someone over there he doesn't like? What is it with him? Swapping him and Martinelli over. So listen, swap flanks, guys. Curve him up for a little while. I don't get it. He's left over there. If Ben White ain't overlapping or we ain't got passage of play with Odegaard or Rice, there's nothing in there. So it's all the wing. And then you're asking Saka to, most of the time, to take on 2 guys. That's what we're looking for. And it's like, it's not happening. It ain't been happening for ages. And our Tekers, he's just left it. Go on, keep doing it. You can beat him. Use your right foot. Use your left. It's not working. And as soon as it doesn't work, our game plan seems to be unraveling, which it seems to be. However, we've got 18 games to go. Next game's at Palace. After Palace, we've got Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, West Ham, Burnley, Newcastle. That's the first couple of games we've got, first 2 months of the year. We'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's just read the comments. Stu's, he's come in and he's disappeared all of a sudden. What do you say? Rice, March fresh air versus Fulham, ran ragged by Lens Newcastle, dove into challenges versus Villa, West Ham, disaster class, and rinse repeat today.
Yeah, I said it earlier, though. He's a bit leggy. We brought him in. It's a new team. All he keeps saying when he gets interviewed is he's learning. He's learning. That's all he's saying. So when you're learning, you're excited, you're playing your football, but you got to take him off, give him a break.
He also says, what does he say? It's the same weakness at West Ham. He's finding a deep block, but versus counters, he gets cooked. Fulham twice, Newcastle, Liverpool, Villa, West Ham, all toasted him on transitions.
Probably. But as I said, all I can only repeat what I've just said. He's coming, he's learning his trade at, well, he's going to say the highest level. I guess that's where he's going to go with that. You know, and he's played every single minute. What else can I say? Arteta, we've got Jorginho and Partey. When have they swapped? And
we can't. Yeah, I can't forget his performances. Me being at the Emirates and watching him, and even when I'm listening to the Arsenal fans, like his work rate is just ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous.
It is. He's relentless, and that's why he will get the beat.
Try and keep that up week in, week out. I mean, look at Lampard though, innit? Lampard did it.
Yeah, but you got to think about the team he was in. He was behind Lampard. Oh, it looks like we've lost Teez. But Stu, that's what we're looking at. He was behind Lampard. He was in a good team, good setup, and that's what we're trying to get to with Arsenal Football Club. At the moment, it doesn't seem to be happening, mate. Doesn't seem to be happening. I don't know what's happening to Teez. Guys, listen, I'm going to end the stream. I think I'm going to end the stream. What I would say is forget football for 5 seconds. Happy New Year. I hope you've all enjoyed the festive season and you've all had a good time. Yeah. Hold on, my phone's going off, so I'm just going to end the stream and wish everybody a happy new year. Remember, like, subscribe and share. Share with your mates. Get it all out there. 3 Pointers TV. We've got loads of new content, loads of content coming up 2024. And we're going to keep doing this. And the boys are going to have to level up quick time. We've got 18 games to go. Lots of football to be had. And we'll see. We'll see. Guys, happy new year again. And I'll catch you all on the other side. Peace out.
Right, yep, we are still live. We are here still. Right, sorry. Big up Dubz. My laptop died, and big up Stu MC, man. We didn't really get to read all your comments. And then again, oh, Sophie Bell says Happy New Year. big up, big up, Soph. Let me just read these last comments. Hold on. Stu, was it an essay on why Rice is 105 million downgrade on Xhaka and nowhere near the player of Partey? Wow, Stu, what are you saying, bro? I'm all done, guys. Either way, still here. Partey did the same, if not more, impact last season till he got cropped. But yeah, anyway, listen, man. Big up Stu MC. I hope you've subscribe to us. Big up Sophie. She's left a comment in there. Happy New Year to all of you guys. Unfortunately, Arsenal didn't end the year on top. But let's just see what we can do, man, going into the new year. In the meantime, listen, how many hours have we got left? I do not know. What are we, 6 o'clock? What, we've got 6 hours left to the new year? Big up Dubz again. Big up Marty. Just want to say thank you to all the subscribers for the 2023. Going into 2024, and listen, man, we've got a lot of things to look forward to. Going into the new year, we'll be celebrating our 3rd year doing the 3 Pointers. We've got our TikTok page going, so you can check that out. Insta, we're just gonna start working on that, and obviously you got Twitter. But just keep following us on the socials. I'll be at the game, the home games, of course. Next game is against Liverpool. I'll be away. And Marty will be away, so hopefully you can catch us there. Might do a nice little watch along, who knows. And that's about it, guys. So until then, Happy New Year. Big up yourselves. Big up the 3 Pointers TV. Dubz and Marty, we are all out of here. And yeah. Jimmy.
Come on, peeps. What are you waiting for? Like, share, subscribe to the 3 Pointers.
Still here. Peace out. Happy New Year.